Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back into the USCL Media Channel. We're at the Paperclip, Martinsville Speedway, a personal favorite among fans and drivers of the USCL alike. I am your host, not Dat Boy Mace. A bit of backstory. My character looks really fucked up right now because I actually got banned on Roblox for a day. So I had to make an alt account just so I'd be able to record this and race tonight. So now with that out of the way, Martinsville, always a fun track to go to. Always have this one circled on my schedule. We are now halfway through the regular season, officially 10 races left to go in the regular season, 5 playoff spots up for grabs. D2 had a wild race tonight, and in tonight's race, we are introducing our new in-season tournament. So we have a lot to talk about. So first, let's talk about the points, because last time I saw you was back in Charlotte, and this was the points after the Charlotte race. 7 different winners, and there are now more playoff spots available as Shmi and Jose have both retired and they have dropped out of the race. So 10 races, 5 playoff spots. Are we going to get more than 5 different winners? Who knows? This season has been filled with parity. Who knows what will happen over these last 5 races? Got a really exciting schedule coming up. So first off, you can see some of the guys who are not locked in, which includes me, Queeg, Roach, Chase, Byron, all guys above the cutoff line. Then you go below there. Alex, he has won his way in before. CJ2K, he's won before. Epsul, he's won before. Cripple, he's been in the playoffs before, just having a bad season so far. Again, some of these guys could play spoiler here if they can just string together a few good races. So the playoff situation right now is looking really, really chaotic. Right now, if you want a guaranteed spot, you want to win, because you can't bank on there being less than 5 different winners, because who knows with how unpredictable this season has been. All right, let's start with the Division II series that raced here last night. Pretty good race for the first 2 stages or so. And then last stage, all etiquette was just thrown out the window. Sends galore. There was a 5 wide at one point, just everyone just trying to get everything they can, but at the expense of actual good racing. And it was actually Worson who was leading on the white flag, hasn't won a race before, has it in his sights coming into turn 3 and just loses it out of nowhere, drives it in too hard and loses it, and comes away with a third, which is a good finish for him. But once again, just the emptiness of not catching the checkered flag. Absolutely heartbreaking for Worson, as Hobbs actually takes the win in the 78 car, subbing for Derwin. So that race happened. Another race that happened last week was the All-Star race at Bowman Gray. I meant to cover that race in some capacity, and I unfortunately just was not able to. I kind of just forgot. Have you ever forgot? Happened to me. So we got to Bowman Gray, and honestly, the best events of the night were the LCQ and the heats, and the All-Star race was also really, really fun. Kind of a similar race to this, just it's Bowman Gray, classic bump and run, short track racing. Got the tempers a little bit flared up for this week's race at the Paperclip. Kappa ended up winning the race, probably the best car out there. If you weren't in first, then you were in a world of trouble. You were just going to get absolutely sent every opportunity that anyone got. Will we see more of the same tonight? Probably, but hopefully not as much as D2. So after that All-Star race, that All-Star break, I guess you could say, I think it was needed for everyone after the pits of hell opened in Charlotte. Yeah, I think we all kind of needed just a little fun race, and now it's back to business, full-on push to the playoffs. And along with that push to the playoffs, today we are debuting our in-season tournament or in-season bracket challenge, whatever you want to call it. Kind of similar to what NASCAR is doing. So this idea was proposed by Kappa, and I told him to DM me. So we both kind of talked about this, got everything ironed out, and here is the bracket right here. This is what we came up with. Again, this is all thanks to Kappa and his thinking of this, and I think it's a really fun idea. So 1 through 16, as the point stands right now, it's all full-time drivers seated 1 through 16. So 1 is Hobbs and 16 is Cripple. That's why they're facing off against each other. And it's an elimination style bracket starting tonight here at Martinsville. After Martinsville, we cut it down to 8. Then we go to Coda next week. After Coda, we cut it down to 4. Then Portland, that's our round of 4. And then after Portland, our in-season tournament, championship race ends at Michigan. So we have a lot of fun races coming up. 2 road courses. I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, the higher finisher of your matchup. So let's say today I finish higher than Queeg, then I move on to the next round. And the winner of the entire bracket gets 1,500 Robux, the same as the All-Star Race prize pool. So Kappa is 1,500 Robux richer. Yeah, that's the word, richer. So what a great place to start, huh? Martinsville, where there's been a lot of iconic moments and a lot of crazy moments as well. So Martinsville, like I said, always a site for some chaos to go down. One of my favorite tracks, always has been. A lot of iconic moments happening here. You can just think back to last season, Crowdy and Meep with their beef, their O'Quinn beef. Meep getting mad at Crowdy for not letting him win the race. Crowdy obviously won one of those Martinsville races last year, and I believe Joseph won the other one. The playoff race here last season was an absolute classic. Always loved going here in the playoffs. But I think the stars of short track racing are going to shine tonight. You think of guys like Kappa, always good at the short tracks, proved it last week. Hobbs is pretty much good everywhere we go, but really good at the short tracks. Won last night. Can he go for the sweep? Crowdy, obviously, won here last season. F-Soul right now, below the cutoff line, needs a good run. Has won at a short track before. I think this is he has a great opportunity tonight. Austin already has a win, but can he get some insurance? Always been a favorite track of his, Martinsville. I would look out for him today. I've always liked this track personally. I think it's a good track for me. Good opportunity for me tonight. Always running around the top 5 here, but have not captured a trophy. So who wins tonight? Well, this is actually a bit of a shorter race. Only 200 laps, and we're going to be going quick. 34 laps, stage 1. Then after lap 77, stage 2 end. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of green flag runs tonight. Not even in stage 3. Just Martinsville has never been known for a lot of green flag runs. Tight corners, heavy braking zones can cause some chaos. I think the restarts are going to be key tonight. If you can survive the restarts, there's Queeg right there, you can win the race. Obviously, I think the restarts were just, if you're bunched together with anyone near the back, they will do anything and everything to try to get to the front. So I think tonight, the 29 car of Kappa will win the race. Won last week at Bowman Gray, having a great season so far, building some momentum. I think he takes the checkered flag tonight. Always look for him at these short tracks. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. It's going to be an exciting one tonight in Martinsville. I'm Mason, signing off. We'll see you tonight, USCO, for a special edition of USCO After Dark.